So my name is Jamie Wilkinson. I'm the stereographer at Blue Sky Studios. So I will probably get ahead of these slides. Matter of fact, I can almost guarantee you I will be getting ahead of these slides. So I want to talk a little bit about the history first of stereoscopic imagery. And basically this actually is as old as photography itself. Initially, a lot of the cameras were built with dual lenses so they could capture a left and right eye. Back then, they would call it stereoscopic photography, and literally, just in case you didn't know, you capture an image for the left eye from the left eye's point of view, and an image for the right eye for the right eye's point of view, and you will get what's normally called a stereo pair. To look at these, here, I'm going to show you an example right here. This is an old, it's not a tintype, it's a canotype of a late 1800s stereoscopic card. Obviously, if there's lots of ways to look at these things, you can look at them through a Holmes viewer, which is what actually the woman in the picture is using to view the imagery. It looks like it's a wooden mask that kind of fits over the eyes. Looks like I'll show you a picture over here in a second. It's called a stereoscope, and it's actually called a home stereoscope, and it allows you to isolate the left eye and the right eye so that the light coming or reflecting off the left eye image only gets seen by the left eye, and vice versa for the right eye. Whoops. This is what it looks like. This is what a home stereoscope looks like. Obviously, you put the mask over your eyes. It's got two lenses with a board in between that isolates the left image from the right image, and a holder at the end of this trombone-style handle that holds the pictures. The pictures like we saw earlier. Back up like this right here. So that would just fit right into that slot. You would look through it, and you do this trombone thing here to focus the image. That helps your eyes actually fuse, or what's referred to as fusing the images, so you get this 3D effect. So that's the traditional mechanism. Charles Wheatstone actually is credited as not the inventor of stereoscopy, but he discovered that human beings, or us as humans, have binocular vision, where each eye has an independent view of things. If anybody here is an audio person, you'll know Charles Wheatstone from a lot of the electronics and audio filters he's built and designed in the past. It's the same individual. He was a prolific inventor and a really cool dude, I guess. All right. So that's generally what stereo pairs are, and that's what we're trying to accomplish in a lot of the movie making that we do today, and even if you do stereoscopic image pairs yourself. There's multiple ways of taking them. If you're just doing static images, you could, there's companies like Bogan and Manfrotto, Velbon, Slick, make tripods with mounts on them so that you can slide the camera any distance that you want to take a picture, and then readjust it to the distance, or what's called an interaxial distance between the two eyes for the second eye. So today, there's lots of ways that we use to view stereoscopic pairs, and one of those is using polarized glasses. This is probably one of the most popular mechanisms because this is what is being used on the 3D theme park rides, as well as the movies that everybody's been seeing lately, like Coraline and so on. The difference with the polarized glasses, there's two different types. There's linear polarizers, which literally are like, they're both like sunglasses, but the linear ones have horizontal lines that, like a TV, that go through the lens. The other eye, where there's a gap, they'll interlace together so that if you actually break the glasses in half and put one over the other, and you can line them up so it's completely black and you can't see through it. Okay. Those are linear. Circular uses a circular pattern or screen in each eye that is 180 degrees out of phase, just like with the linear mechanism. The benefit of linear let me back up one. The benefit of the benefit of circulars over linears is that circular polarizers, if you tilt your head or move your head at a weird angle that is not orthogonal to the view, which means it's planar, then you'll see swimming, or the 3D effect will go away completely. With circular polarizers, you don't have that problem. Although you still have the ultimate problem with both, that you're wearing sunglasses inside a movie theater that's already dark, so the luminance is not the brightness of the screens are not as bright as you would normally see in a regular movie theater experience. Another mechanism that we use for viewing stereo pairs today is what's called anaglyph. Anaglyph is a generic term that's used to indicate that we're using color to filter out the left eye and the right eye so that we get the right information to the brain. They come in multiple different flavors. There's red-blue, there's red-green, red cyan, magenta. There's all kinds of different mechanisms. They're all over the place. Most of them are in the public domain, where you can, most of the red-blue, red cyan, that mechanism is in the public domain, so anybody can write software for that. There are a few out there that are not, that have patents built on them, much like the color code mechanism. If anybody saw the Monsters vs. Aliens trailer during the Super Bowl, did anybody see that? Okay. That was what's called color code, and there's a patent on that, so you can't really generate those kind of images because they don't really provide the color transforms or the color math that you need to make the image for the left eye and the right eye. You have to go to them and they'll do it, or buy their software.